Hi Virgo, welcome to your Will My Love Come Back to Me series for the month of October. For those of you who are just now tuning in, these are generalized readings, so not everything in the reading may pertain to you. I am available to answer any questions as well as to do private readings and can be reached at mantraflotarot@gmail.com. So the first card in the spread is the Four of Wands, and this represents where you are now in regards to your partner, your ex-partner. And this is you wanting to take the next step, not only to get back together, but, elevating the level of your relationship, whether it be engagement and or get married. And where your partner's at is the Six of Cups. This indicates, that you're in old love, and one that's very meaningful. And then they still have a great deal of admiration for you. Now, what's working against you is the Eight of Cups. Sometimes you like to focus on more on what's not working instead of, what is, that maybe you could be drawn to the dark, instead of staying present in the light. Now, what your partner's challenges are the Two of Swords. Sometimes your partner can be aggressive and confrontational and not even knowing, or understanding where this is coming from. And it could be difficult to approach this person, even to sometimes have a conversation with them because of fear of being attacked. Now, what connects you guys is the Nine of Cups, and this is hope. And I think that this has to do with where you guys both are now in regards to each other, hope of elevating this relationship and moving forward. Now, it looks like you guys are going to have a reconciliation. We have the Ace of Knives, the Moon, and the Six of Stones. Now, the card that stands out to me the most is the Moon, and this touches on doing the deeper work, getting underneath these inner layers and touching on the dark. Which I know, we touched on, with the Eight of Cups, maybe concentrating on that a little too much. However, this has to do with acknowledging, what went wrong and how to avoid it. And the the Ace of Knives touches on, taking a different approach to things that we've, haven't taken before, exercising a different form of communication. And the Six of Stones, practices balance, leaning on each other, nurturing, but, key emphasis on the word balance. So with that said, I like to pull a card from my Moon deck. My community is supportive, loving, and active in the world. My community is supportive, loving, and active in the world. And I think that this has to do with the support that you guys have around you, and encouraging you guys in this relationship. This also touches on the support that you have, around you, not just in, regards to this relationship, but in general. So with that said, if you guys have any questions, please feel free to email me at mantraflotarot@gmail.com. Thanks, you guys.